There's a lot of people in this world, and a lot of people learn lessons, or like to say they've learned lessons, but they've never applied. Now, what I mean by that is because, or I guess I should say how it started up, I was talking with one of my relatives, and I asked them, I said, hey, look, if there was one lesson you wish you could have learned way earlier in life, what would it have been? And they replied, to be fearless. And I think that's a lesson that a lot of people should really go out there and learn. And a lot of people, even after they've learned or become self-aware of that or whatever it is, I feel like a lot of people need to apply this in life. Because fear is something that a lot of people, I think, overlook. You know, fear is not just being scared of something. You know, fear is not a kid afraid of what's under their bed or being afraid of the dark. Fear is whatever gets in the way of you taking an action, or whatever gets in the way of you pretty much moving forward, right? Because at the end of the day, there's only two factors that you can act upon. It's fear and it's faith. And you need to decide, or not really decide, but you need to be aware of the decisions you're making every day. And you need to understand, okay, am I making this decision based upon fear or faith? Because a lot of people, I know this for a fact, a lot of people are getting confused of thinking with just brain activity. You know, and for example, to put this into perspective, in my readings and audios and all that kind of fun stuff, our brains are actually the laziest things pretty much on earth, believe it or not. Our brains are so intelligent because it's lazy, right? Our brain is figuring out every single day how to use less and less conscious mind, right? So, for example, when you go to work, or when you do an activity, or take an action that you've taken for years now, you'll notice that you kind of go into zombie mode, right? You're not actively thinking, oh, I have to move this way, or oh, I have to move this way. You are just kind of taking that action. For example, when I'm driving right now, I've been driving for so long, or not even that long, but whatever. I've been driving to the point where my brain is now unconsciously making the decisions that I have to make, right? Taking the actions. You know, when I have to go into the right lane, I don't think, okay, I need to have my blinker on, I need to look over my shoulder, I need to check my mirror. No, I just flip it on and go. You know, when I'm driving a specific route that I've always gone, I'm not thinking, okay, this is that road, I have to take this way, that would put me on this road. No, I'm thinking, okay, I need to take a right here. Boom. Okay, now I'm just going to keep driving straight. Boom. For example, have you ever gone about life, or like a day, and you're like, holy crap, I don't even remember what I did all day, or what did I do all day? You don't remember what you did all day because you weren't consciously thinking, right? It was your brain literally taking control and you going into zombie mode. And so I just feel like a lot of people are always in zombie mode, so they're not able to really find out whether or not they're taking the actions based upon fear or faith. Because we are so used to fear in this world. We're not used to faith. You know, faith, honestly, every action that's taken upon faith is one that pretty much either makes you uncomfortable or is one you have to actually really think about. You know, for example, even making this video, it was a video made upon faith, not fear. Because I could be worried about, oh, what people think of me. I could be worried about, oh, I don't know if people are going to get value out of that. I can be worried about so many things, but I decided to take this action and record this video based upon faith. Because I know somebody somewhere is going to get value out of it. Or at least I have faith that somebody is going to, right? Nothing in life is guaranteed except death. Okay? Nothing is guaranteed in life except death. So I feel like knowing that, start really thinking consciously, or I can't even say conscious, I think it's conscious, but start thinking, like actually being aware of your way of thinking. Actually start learning, start listening to yourself. You know, start being aware of the actions that you're taking. Start being aware of why you think the way you think. Start paying attention to why you're taking the actions that you take, right? I was actually talking to a good friend of mine, and a great mentor of mine, and he was telling me, he pointed something out that, I want to talk about in this video, because I feel like someone's going to get value out of this. He said, it's funny, the people that are most skeptical, the people that need the opportunity the most, are the ones in the worst position. And I feel like that's very powerful because, for one, in what I do, it's the people that work the hardest for their money that are most skeptical about making more of it. And when I say working hard the most, I mean physically, okay? I mean physically working hard for their money. I don't just mean like, oh, I've been up all night replying to messages, da-da-da-da. No, I mean like the people that really put in blood, sweat, and tears. Like, understand that so many people are making sacrifices, but so many people are making sacrifices for the wrong things. And that's pretty much all I got on this video. I had a whole game plan in my head. I had a whole okay, I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to talk about that. And then honestly, I'm not going to lie with everybody, that all went right out the window the second I hit the little red button to start recording. So I think I'm going to start writing stuff down and then talk about it. I don't know. I just thought that was so funny. I literally spaced out the second I started recording. I was like, crap, what was I going to talk about again? But yeah. Hope you got some value out of this. Let me know if I said something that really helped you reflect, or, said something that really opened your mind. Go ahead and drop it in the comments or whatever, privately message me. Whatever it is, if you want me to talk about a certain subject or touch up on something, let me know. Whatever I can do to really help anybody that's watching this. And, at the end of the day, I also want to be open because there's a lot of people out there in this world that are talkers. There's a lot of people in this world that are giving advice when they shouldn't. So I just want to come clean. I'm not saying don't listen to me or listen to me. I'm just saying this is based upon my way of thinking. Okay, I'm very confident in the way I think and the way I do certain things, just simply because of how much energy and how much time I invest into myself. So many people are giving advice when they don't even listen to an audio, they don't listen to a book, they don't do any of that. They don't. They just go home, watch movies, start drama, and then try to give advice about whatever it is in life. I'm confident in the advice I give because of the time and energy I invest into myself. I'm still working on it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm human, okay? I'm human. Nobody's perfect. But I've been working on consistently reading for about an hour a day. The books that I read, they're based upon, financial literacy. They're based upon, personal development, growth, self-awareness, consciousness, and things like that. So that's why I'm so confident in the information and advice that I give, just because of the time that I spend reading the books, listening to the audios, and applying the information that I learned. Okay? Just wanted to come clean on that. I'm not somebody that just is like, hey, maybe this sounds cool. No, I put a lot of time into myself. That's why I'm doing this video. But that being said, love everybody.